I call the Leader of the House.
Speaker, nobody that is a member of this parliament is more offended than I am in respect of what occurred on Saturday. And I don't need to either grandstand or pull some bill out of thin air to justify either my contempt or my outrage. And quite frankly, to take political advantage and grandstand over a significant issue that is
Members will come to order.
That is extremely difficult and has got extreme constitutional ramifications. I expect better from the
Member for Kellyville, you're on a call.
I expect better from a Shadow Attorney General who's also a senior member of the bar, who should know better. Because he's not some sort of mad National Party backbencher trying to make a point.
Members.
You know, when these issues were proposed by the opposition previously at a press conference on the 5th of August 2025, when the Leader of the Opposition was asked whether this bill would withstand a constitutional challenge, the Opposition Leader said, quote, "I haven't taken any direct advice. I don't think Alistair has taken direct advice," unquote. And of course,
Member for Oxley, you're
throwing me.
Actually, remove yourself from the chamber. Understanding Order 249A for until after.
So they've received no advice. But of course, they know how constitutionally challenging this issue is. They know that the courts have set aside Section 200, subsection 5 of the Law Enforcement Powers and Responsibilities Act, Section 21A of the Crimes Act, 2911 of the Electoral Funding Act, Section 29(1) of the Electoral Funding Act, and Section 96D and 96G of the Electoral Funding Expenditure Disclosure Act. They know how difficult the concept of the implied freedom of political communications is. The Supreme Court only recently determined the case of Lees, where it set aside part of the hate speech protest legislation that was enacted in this House. The whole constitutional concept of trying to control and impede freedom of political communication, freedom of expression and freedom of speech is quite an extremely difficult concept. And the fact is that the government's protest laws and hate speech laws have already faced constitutional challenge and continue to do so. And it is vital that whatever legislation emanates from this parliament can withstand constitutional challenge. If it can't, then it's only a window dressing exercise designed as a political stunt. The issue is far too serious.
Member for Prospect.
And it's well within his expertise. If the member for Wahroonga genuinely wishes to make a contribution to ensure that it minimises the constitutional risk to enable us to remove Nazis off our street, he can sit down with the Attorney General, who'd welcome his input because he's more than capable of providing it properly and on an informed basis, rather than the stunt he pulled this morning.
I call the member for